Hallo und herzlich willkommen, ich bin iPaiNeX und ich begrüße euch zu Red Death Redemption. Ja, und wir sind hier im neuen Lager. Wir haben ja das nächste Kapitel jetzt gestartet. Und ja, ich würde sagen, wir quatschen als erstes mit Dutch erstmal. Das macht am meisten Sinn. Und das werden wir jetzt mal tun. Los, lauf ein bisschen schneller. So.
How you doing, old friend? Fine. It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in the field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur. Worrying. We lost men back there. We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties. We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more. We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Jose
Okay,
says
dann
there's
folgen wir ihm mal.
a around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
Oh, jetzt soll ich echt mit Dutch angeln gehen? Oh. Was ein Shit.
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good and long over, Dutch.
Always green crushing and bubble bursting.
Na los, dann zeig ihn jetzt und nicht lange quatschen, ey.
All right, gentlemen, let me show you how it's
Oh, mein
done.
Pferd kackt.
Behind you. Yeah, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again. Thick and soupy as this air is.
Das,
Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
ich weiß gar nicht, warum die das hier so feiern, ey. Klar ist das geiler als so die andere Stelle da im Wald einfach nur, aber
What a life we have lived.
man ist hier
How well
hinten
we
am
have
Arsch
fought,
der Welt
especially
einfach.
both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. But we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there
Okay,
must be
ich darf
down
jetzt
here.
in Rhodes
Looks
keine
like law
Waffen
up ahead.
benutzen.
Play it cool.
Okay.
Easy.
Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in. I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out.
Well, well, look who it is.
How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool. But he
Wie
is
er
not a
hinten
bad
einfach das
fellow.
Schloss die
Now,
ganze Zeit am
can we-
Knacken ist.
Can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted, man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come
Ach
on,
du
big
Scheiße, jetzt muss
Perhaps
ich
we
da
can discuss
hinterher
the
oder was?
foolish magician.
Stay with that train. Don't let them get away. Keep your guns holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you
Wie schnell ist denn das Ding?
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Ich komme noch gar nicht hinterher.
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm
Ich komme
doing my
nicht
best.
hinterher.
Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No, did I not say that?
You said plenty.
Was ein Scheiß, ey.
Get back here, damn it. Idiot. Now get after the others, come on. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. See if you can get alongside the train. Come on, get to the side of that train. Get alongside that flat carriage. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me? You cop bastard! I didn't do nothing! Got you now! That's enough! Damn it!
Go, get after them.
Ich darf keine Waffen nutzen. Wie ätzend ist das denn?
Come on, shitbag. Come on. You stop them, I'll stop the train. Bastard. Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
Stop!
Okay. Nächster.
I'm coming for you next!
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here. Do we need to bother? Let me go. Can't do that.
Try at least. Just don't kill him.
Au!
You sure?
Watch yourself, he's as dirty as they come.
Alter. Wie viel hält er denn jetzt bitte aus, ey? Boah.
Is everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Da heben wir den auf.
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. Fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. There you go. You are a natural.
Okay. So, dann
All
reit mal.
right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Das hier.
Yes,
Okay.
we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Okay.
Which
Ist auf
town?
jeden Fall groß.
Roads, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Here we
Okay.
are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Wow.
Oh, good, they're back.
Ist ganz schön
That's
groß.
your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Well, that was something else.
Hey, fellas.
Sooner you get him off your horse, sooner we can get him in a cell. Carry him over then.
Alles klar, packen wir den mal rein.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where are you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible.
Der
but
reißt
no
hier auch
one
immer eine
comes
Scheiße, ne?
The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Grays, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, falling out, rebel gold, marrying cousins, or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
Well, there's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take 'em months to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents, some said.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I could not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Grays' place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Okay.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur?
Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Ich komme mit angeln.
why not?
Los, wir gehen angeln.
Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kind of like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Ja, komm, Mentos, komm.
All right, gentlemen, follow me.
All right, girl.
Watch out.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still. And it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I
Okay.
saw some big drum
So,
and
jetzt zeig
sturgeon
mal, wo
there.
du mit uns
Should be
hin
rock
wolltest.
bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Lonnie owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way.
Ja, aber dieser Trelawney oder wie der heißt, der ist echt freaky. Der taucht jedes Mal komischerweise auf, wenn wir nach Scheiße stecken oder so. Und ist schon freaky. Ich glaube auch, der hat später noch eine bedeutende Rolle.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door.
Ich glaube auch mit dem stimmt was
There's
nicht.
Trelawney sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn, I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought. Oh! This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Okay. Ah, da meint er. Warum wird mein Pferd jetzt unruhig?
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Hey, those the boats you mean?
Yes. Good. Ha!
Krass.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on. All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh, I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Head towards the middle of the lake.
Ey, das mit dem Boot haben die aber echt gut gemacht. Das lässt sich ziemlich gut steuern und so.
I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen. You won't catch much without a rod.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure.
Brotköder. Seeköder. Maisköder, Käseköder.
That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
Okay, das habe ich nicht hingekriegt.
Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be interested if it ain't moving.
Ah.
Come on, Arthur. You can't go back empty-handed.
Now reel him in, Arthur.
Boah.
They're nibbling. There he is.
Da kurbelst du dir echt einen Wolf, ey. Also ist er am Kämpfen.
Got a bite. Ha! Got ya!
Hey,
Hab einen.
look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that.
Forellenbarsch.
Told me he once saw a monster
nice.
lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
You hooked him.
Na komm. Ist das
I
ein
used to go fishing with this
großer?
feller back in the day.
Schon wieder so ein kleines Viech, ey. Ich will auch so einen
Real
dicken da.
miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God.
Hey,
Swim to shore.
There we go.
da war gerade ein richtig schön großer.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana
Wo
last
ist der
year?
hin auf
We had a
einmal?
banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed a lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now.
Die
huh?
Sau beißt nicht.
Could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
Ich krieg den Großen da nicht.
Looks like you got a bite, Arthur.
That's on the hook, Arthur.
Got one.
Aber der ist nicht groß. Mein Gott, ey. Schon wieder so ein
There you
winziges
go.
Viech.
That's a nice one. Make sure you don't forget about that and let it rot in the bag.
Na los. Warum krieg ich den nicht?
That feels like a bite.
Was ein Arschlochfisch, ey. Ohne Kack. Das ist doch ätzend.
Got a nibble there, Arthur.
Ist schon wieder kein großer.
Well done.
Naja, egal.
Oh, worth keeping that one.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right.
Den da wollte ich
We got
haben.
a decent haul here.
Gröde,
Pearson will be
große,
happy.
blöde
Should we
Drecksviech,
head
ey.
back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun.
Aha.
Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says wait till the taters is done.
Ach,
I
hey,
couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to of God, I passed her by. Tater got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good.
Boah,
You
ey,
know,
da
what song we should
drückst du dir echt einen Wolf, ey.
look at us. Three mariners.
Of course!
Well, we three poor mariners newly come from the sea. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, round, round? Shall we go dance this round, round, round? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground.
Ich glaube, da vorne ist der Anleger schon, wo wir hin müssen. Wir haben es fast geschafft.
Men that do our states disdain, but we care for the merchantmen that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, round, round. To them we
Nicht mehr weit,
dance this
nicht
round,
mehr weit.
round, round. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground.
Jo, da ist unser Lager.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think that we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
Los, Ruder. 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 Haben wir's.
All right. I think I mean, we're gonna be okay. I know. Well, I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Alles klar.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Okidoki.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. All right, just a few bucks. I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
Okidoki. Ich würde aber sagen, das war's für heute. Und wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst ein Like da, lasst ein Abo da und vergesst die Comments nicht. Und ich sag bis zum nächsten Mal. Bis dahin. Ciao.